Alright, you guys, I guess I'm going to New York. Literally, I sat down to film and then my friend calls me and he's like, do you want to go to New York? I got a driver. And I'm like, can my friend come? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, alright, cool, let's do it. Alright, guys, so for today's video is going to be one of my favorites, a haul. And not just any haul, it's a collective haul. I've recently acquired a few goodies that I really want to talk about with you guys from Sephora, from Morphe, from Drybar. So let's just dive on into it, you guys. One little elephant to address. I have a missing nail, guys. So if you notice that, just, you know, look past it, ignore it. It's not important. I was literally gonna go and get my nail fixed right after I finished filming this video, but I'm now going to New York, so can't do that. But anyways, let's go ahead and start off with Sephora, you guys, because, you know, who doesn't love a good Sephora haul? Because I sure do. I just got a couple things, and most of them, well, pretty much everything was for my kit, my makeup kit. As of some of you may know, I recently started freelancing makeup, so I've been trying to build my kit and get more like shade ranges and just different things for all skin tones, all skin types, and that kind of thing. So I needed to pick up a couple things, and that being said, I did. So let's just go ahead and talk about it. So considering I started doing freelance makeup, I did a gig like 2 weeks ago where it was like a bridal shoot. It wasn't like a real like wedding. And the two models that I was working on, one of which had darker skin tone, and I never realized that I'd never worked on darker skin tone ever before, let alone did I really have like the proper necessities. And that was my first time ever working with darker skin tone, and I quickly realized that I did not have everything that I needed once I did that glam. I definitely could have done a way better job had I had everything I needed, but I didn't, and you know, you live, you learn. So that being said, I knew I needed to go to Sephora and pick up a couple of things. So that being said, the first thing that I got is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. This is in the shade Honey, and I didn't even know they had different shades in their powder, which, you know, news to find out. I'm honestly so happy that they do. This is my all-time favorite powder, like in every scenario, so I'm so happy that they have different shade ranges. And this is actually a really, really good shade because it has like it's very, as you can tell, like the shade is called Honey, so it has a little bit of color to it. It's definitely more on the yellow side, which I feel like this would be very, very complimentary on darker skin tones, especially like underneath their eyes, and to set their T-zone. I feel like it would just brighten and illuminate those areas so well. So I'm really, really excited to play with this. I actually wanted to test it on myself under my eyes today just to see if it would give me like a brightening effect. It did not. It wasn't flattering on my skin tone, but I know it would be on darker skin tones, so I had to pick this guy up. So pretty much everything that I got is for darker skin tones, and then there's one thing that I also got that, you know, I can play with as well. I picked up the Fenty Beauty Freestyle Highlighter in the shade Trophy Wife. If I could get it open, I would show you guys the shade, but I'm struggling here. I feel like this shade is just so beautiful and so complimentary to darker skin tones. It's definitely like a gold shade. My friend Amber actually got me into this. She would use it all the time on her, and this is totally a shade that I could never pull off like in any situation. Maybe if I'm doing like a cool creative look, I could use this, but like in my day-to-day, I definitely don't see myself ever using this. But for darker skin tones, it's very, very flattering. I'll show you guys a nice little swatch. It feels really, really nice. Really, really nice. The consistency feels really, really nice. It's very buttery, and it is gold. It's super gold, and I do not be mistaken, but it's very flattering, I feel like, on darker skin tones. So, you know, I had to have this shade in my kit because I just feel like it's such a good complementary shade for darker skin tones. And then something else that I really, really needed, which I didn't even realize, that I did not have the right shades like at all. As far as like foundation, I was good, but I didn't realize like the bronzer, like I really struggled. I thought I had dark shades, but they weren't as dark as I needed them, and they weren't the same tones that I needed. So that being said, I had to pick up a cream contour, and this is from the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker Instant Warmth Bronzer. I believe this is a cream, or maybe, no, it's not a cream. This is actually a powder, because I had the right shade in cream, but I didn't have the right shade on top, like for a powder to set it. So I went ahead and picked up this little guy. God, I always love their packaging. I got this shade in Mocha Mommy. As you guys can tell, it's very, very dark, but it's like a rich like chocolate, which I love. This is the shade that I've been really missing in my kit, because I do use a lot of like contour palettes which have a lot of different shade ranges that are complementary to different skin tones. I just didn't have one that was as dark as I needed to be for this specific client, so I definitely had to pick this guy up. I believe this is the darkest shade that they have. If not, it's like the second to darkest, which is perfect. I needed this shade for my girls that have just a little bit darker skin tone, which I think is beautiful. And I honestly didn't realize how much I love doing dark skin girls makeup. Like, their skin is just beautiful, and it's like the best canvas to work on. So I just needed to make sure that I have all the right products, so when I do it again, I'm prepared, because I actually will be working on that same model that I worked on that shoot in about a week or two. So I wanted to make sure I had all the right products so that I could really achieve a beautiful look for her. So I'm excited to do that. On to the next thing that I got a brow product, and this is the, what is this, Benefit Brow Micro Filing Pen. I wanted this from the moment it came out. Like, when Benefit like posted about it, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is what I need for like my inner, like from the, like, I cannot get my words out. This is what I needed for the front part of my brows, because I always tend to go a little bit heavy, and I always want like those like individual hair, like, you know what I mean, like where it just looks very individualized in the front. I always try and do my makeup like that, or do my brows like that, and I don't always succeed. So I wanted to pick this up, and every time I would go to my Sephora, they would always be sold out in my shade, which is the medium brown. So I went to like 2 or 3 different Sephoras, and they were all sold out. And I'm not the kind of person that likes to order makeup online, honestly, because I'm like an instant gratification kind of person. Like, I buy it, I want to play with it like instantly, you know? So when it comes to everything else, I don't care, but when it comes to makeup, I usually like to buy it in person just so I can play with it like the moment I get home, you know what I mean? So that being said, I picked this up finally because my Sephora had my color in stock, and I used this actually today when I did my brows. I don't know if you guys can tell, and I've been playing with it a lot. I mean, even though I feel like the inner part of my brow is still a little bit dark, but like you can see where like I tried to do the individual strokes, you know, but you know, it's a learning process, you know, it's a learning curve. So I got this for myself, but I think I'm gonna also get one for my kit as well, because it really helps me a lot. Because brows, I'll admit, I tend to take a really long time in my brows, not even just like my brows alone, but when I'm doing other people's makeup, like with my freelance, I tend to take a really long time on brows, because I feel like brows are just so important. I really like to take my time. I really like to perfect them and clean them and make them look just perfect and very flattering. So I feel like this can really achieve a natural brow with not having to spend so much time. So I'm gonna show you guys. So this is what it looks like. It has like those 3 little heads that make it so that it looks very hair-like. So I'm gonna go ahead and just write it on my hand. I mean, it's really faint. It's really natural. It's really hard to see. So I'm gonna do like another one. Oh, well, that's not a straight line. I've always struggled at making straight lines, you guys, and that was just atrocious. So let me try that again. Like, did that work? I don't know. Actually, yeah, that did work. You can see it gives it really natural like strokes. Like, it looks like natural hair. Super natural. So that's why I got it. And you guys, I'm sorry, now that I just had my hand all up in that camera, I don't know if you guys can notice, but I have like some dark spots and some bumps all over my skin. So I just recently got back from a trip to Florida for seeing my family, and that being said, I spent what was it, Saturday, we had like a little family like barbecue and a day by the pool, where literally I was in the pool since like 11 and in the sun from like 11 to like 5, where that was like, and I didn't put any sunscreen on. I mean, I put sunscreen on my face, but I didn't put any on my body. If anything, I actually put like tanning oil on my body. So being in the sun that long like really did not sit well with my skin. So I had like broken out in hives like all over my body the past couple of days, and as you can see, like it's on my hands too. I don't know if the camera can pick up like the little hives on me, but if you guys see that when I'm like showing you guys swatches, let's just ignore it, because yeah, it's not cute. And then the last 2 things that I picked up from Sephora just happened to be shampoo and conditioner. This year I've honestly have like totally dedicated to my hair and trying to get my hair to a good place, because I have put my hair through a lot this past year. So this like 2021 is the year that I'm trying a bunch of new hair products. I'm trying hair masks, I'm trying new shampoos and conditioners. I'm really taking hair care seriously this year, and I really want to do everything that I can to get my hair to a really good place and get it back to being healthy, because it is just not there right now. My hair has lost all of its elasticity, which basically is what holds your hair, like what holds the curl in your hair and what holds the straight in your hair. And my hair has lost that. So mind you, I just got my hair oh my god, I can't talk. I just got my hair done today at the Drybar, so we're having a good hair day today, but on other days, I can't say the same. So it's definitely thinned out a lot. I've lost a lot of hair. It's dry. I have a lot of breakage. And yeah, just a lot of things that I'm really, really trying to work on this coming year. So that being said, I'm going to be having a lot of hair products for you guys and recommendations and trying things and reviews and all that kind of stuff, just because that's where I am in my life. So the next two things that I picked up are shampoo and conditioner, and I don't know if you guys can see these. They are by the brand Briogeo. Is it Briogeo or Briogeo? Briogeo? I don't know how you pronounce it, you guys, but if you see this brand, you know what I'm talking about. And this is the Farewell Frizz line, I guess. They have a couple different ones that you can choose from, and I just happened to get the Farewell Frizz because you guys know I have curly hair and it's very, very frizzy, so this is what I picked up. I got the smoothing shampoo and then the smoothing conditioner, and I'll just read what it says. No harsh sulfates, silicones, or parabens. Farewell Frizz smoothing shampoo contains our signature blend of rose hemp, argan, and coconut oils to provide a hydrating cleanse without stripping hair of natural oils. The oil infused formula hydrates strands and maintains sleek and shiny hair. That's French. So yeah, basically it's supposed to help with frizz in your hair. It's supposed to help like bring shine back into your hair and just moisturize it as well. So I really, really needed to pick that up. This is probably a shampoo and conditioner that I'll use more so when my hair is curly, just because my hair tends to be really curly when I wear it, or my hair tends to be really frizzy when I wear it curly. So I would probably use this more so on the days that I wear my hair curly. That being said, I really, really liked it so far. It has like a really nice but very light scent. It's very like fruity, but it's not too overpowering. Like I know some people don't like a lot of scents, which isn't me because I'm a very like fragrance heavy scented person, and this fragrance is really, really nice, but it's not like too much. So if you're someone who doesn't like a lot of fragrance, you probably really like this. If you're someone who has a lot of frizzy hair, you'll probably really like this. But we'll see. I've used it once before, and so far so good. I don't really have too much of an opinion on it, so I'll keep using it and we'll see what I think of it. But yeah, I had to pick some of this up, so you know. And then just the last thing that I picked up is like their little like beauty point thing. I got the Farmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm, which I've heard really, really good things about this guy. This is just like a little like the beauty point one. If I could give you any advice when it comes to Sephora, try the beauty samples or like the little beauty point thing that they have up in the front. Honestly, I have bought so many of those products just from trying it out like that. So I really, really recommend it. If you haven't, if you don't do it already, try it out, because a lot of the products, you know, are expensive and you don't want to like test the waters every time you buy something. So get one of these that are practically free. I mean, it's just points, and see if you like the product. If you do, then you can get the full size. So that's always what I do. Anytime I see they have anything that I'm interested in, I always get it. And then I also like to use these for when I travel. So if I really like a product, I will get a ton of it whenever I see it laid out, because I will use it for travel purposes. So for example, like whenever they have like dry shampoo up there, I get like literally 10 bottles of it, because I'm like, yeah, this is what I take when I travel, because I always take a carry-on. I don't ever check any luggage. So yeah, get those. All right, enough of Sephora. Now we can talk about Morphe. Alright, so the first thing that I got from Morphe is the Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Concealer. I got this in the shade Soft Matte. This is, again, for my freelancing kit. I just wanted to get a little bit darker tone concealer, just because when I work on darker skin tones, I don't necessarily have all the colors that I need. So I needed to pick this up. Something that's, you know, a little bit darker, but also still bright and brightening as well, and concealing. And this concealer is one of my favorites. It's very affordable and has really good consistency. The formula is really, really nice, and you can see like it blends really nice and has awesome coverage. You can't really see it too much because this is literally the color of my skin right now. This is like perfect shade to my skin tone, but I wouldn't use this like for my under eyes because it's not going to brighten. But for darker skin tones, I would so use this under the eyes, and it would brighten everything. And as you can see, I mean, like, this thing is full coverage. It is covering up all my little dark spots on my hands that I have going on right now. Covered up the little burn that I have on my arm, on my hand, so you can see like this coverage is really legit, and it's a really good formula. And I really love these concealers. I use them all the time for myself and then for my freelance kit as well. So if you are someone who is starting off in freelancing makeup, I really highly suggest these because they are very affordable and they are really great. They have amazing shade range, like a gazillion colors to choose from, so you'll always be covered in that sense. And it's really good formula, coverage, and it blends really nicely. Doesn't like sit cakey, and it doesn't crease. So really, really love those concealers. Next thing that I got is a makeup brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collab. This is the, I don't know which brush this is. This is the JH39. This is like the inner corner brush, or the inner corner. I don't even know. Hold on, let me take it out so I can show you guys. But I would use this for like to brighten up my inner corner whenever I'm doing like an eyeshadow look. And it's such a nice, oh my gosh, that feels amazing. Like right here, like if I'm ever gonna put like a little bright inner corner moment, I would use this brush. I have a bunch of different ones, but I feel like this one will just like apply it way, way better. And you guys, like, can we just talk about, like, I love how she has like the white hand. It's just so cute. I've honestly been using her brushes nonstop lately, especially like face and eye brush, like, they're just doing it for me. So I'm excited to give this guy a little try because I've been really into like a bright inner corner situation. So I'm excited to use this. I know that's the brush that she always uses for her inner corner. So, you know, why not give it a try? So the next two things I picked up, you guys will already know because I've used these before in a video, but it is the Suva. I don't even know how you pronounce this brand. I think it's Suva Beauty. These are the Hydrafx water activated liners. This is in the shade Scrunchy, and this is in Dance Party, I believe. Yes. And these are them. As you guys can see, they are very neon and very bright. I will take them out of the packaging so you guys can see. Like I mentioned, I already played with these before. If you guys want to see how I apply these guys, I have a video on it. I'll link it right over here, or over here, wherever I do. You guys can check that out on how I use them. But honestly, like I said, I've already used them, so I know I love these guys. Like, they're super pigmented. Like, look at that. Like, that is intense. So this is the shade Scrunchy, and they are super vibrant. They're super pigmented and very, very neon. So like, just know that when you get into these. And this is the shade Dance Party. Again, super neon. They're very, very vibrant. The only thing I would say when playing with these is like, try not to have such a heavy hand, because I did make that mistake when I used these. I just like kept packing it on. And when you do that, it'll like crack if you move your eyes too much. So that's the only thing I would say. Other than that, I really, really love these liners, and I can't wait to go pick up all the other shades because they had like blue, they had purple, they had orange, they had everything. These are just the ones that I happen to pick up now, but I can't wait to go get some more, and they're affordable. I think they were like 14 bucks or something, like not, like it's not gonna break the bank. So I saved the best thing for last, at least for Morphe, and it is the Nikita Dragon palette. So I walked past this palette at the Morphe store and I just couldn't turn it down. I was like, oh my gosh, these colors, this is a whole vibe. And so I really wanted to play with it, especially considering I have just been in such like a neon and like vibrant, colorful mood lately, that I feel like this is very much my vibe right now. And I haven't tried anything from Nikita and her collection, so I really want to give this guy a try. I mean, like the packaging, hello, so cute, very anime, like very much her style. I love it. Even the back, like it has a little like anime character, like so cute. I love it. So I'm excited to get into this. You guys, I'm obviously gonna swatch it for you guys because this wouldn't be a proper haul if I wasn't swatching things. Oh my gosh, can we just, whoops. Can we just take a moment on the packaging alone? Like, hello, this thing is beautiful. It's like, oh my god, it's so Nikita. I mean, I'm saying that like I know her, but it's very much her vibe. Like if you watch her videos, if you follow her on Instagram, you know, like this is her in a palette. So I am so excited to dive into this palette. You guys just take a moment, take in those colors because it is so beautiful. For me, I get very like futuristic, like space like vibes from this palette, but I just love it. Obviously, like I'm like drawn to this one, that one, like all of them, and then obviously this moment over here too. But for the more colorful section as well, I'm here for it too because I've just been in a creative, like colorful, like headspace. So I really saw this and I needed it in my collection. So that being said, let's go ahead and swatch some colors. All right, we're just taking a quick little break because I feel like I need a little bit of gloss. So I'm putting just a little bit of my Dior Backstage Lip Maximizer. Is it Backstage? I don't even know if this is a Backstage. So now on to our swatches, you guys. I am so excited. So this palette is just stunning. And it's funny because I had been wanting like more pink and purple shades in this palette, like this row right here. I can just see myself living for these shades right here. These three, yes. It's a moment, okay? We're gonna have some pink looks coming, just know that. So obviously the first one I want to dive on into is Full Fantasy, which is this little corner one over here. And let's just see what this thing, oh my gosh. Yes, I mean, like, hello. Okay, Full Fantasy, I see you. It's definitely more on the black side, but it's like a sheer black. So I can totally see making some really, really cool looks with that because it's not totally black. Like when the light hits it, it has some purple to it. It has like some reflectiveness to it as well, which is so, so pretty. So I can definitely see myself having some fun with that shade. And then the next one I want to play with, what is it? Ooh, the Matrix. I didn't even see the Matrix. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, it's like a loose, I did not realize that. I was like swirling in there. It's like kind of like a loose pigment shade and it's really creamy. Oh my gosh. So, oh my gosh. The Matrix is so pretty. Look at the way the light hits that. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. Like absolutely stunning. It's very creamy. It's almost like a pressed pigment. Like the consistency of it, it's very, very creamy. It's not tacky. It's not sticky. It's like when I pressed into it, like it started kind of like splattering out. So it's definitely like a pressed pigment. Like I have never seen that kind of consistency on a Morphe palette, which I am so here for. Like, oh my god, the way the light hits it and it reflects, like that is so beautiful. Like, oh my god, I can't. I need to move on, but oh my god, it just like gets me like so giddy like when I see a really beautiful shade that like, oh my god, I can already see like the creativeness happening. Anyways, let's move on. So the next shade I want to do is Katana. Oof, this is a beautiful shade. It's very whimsical. It's not very pigmented, I will say. It doesn't swatch so well, but as you can see on my finger, it's very like, it's very, very whimsical. Like the swatch is not doing it any justice, especially because it's like, how can you compete with this shade? How can you compete with the Matrix? Like, you can't. So the next shade I want to dive into is 703, which just happens to be our, like, what's that thing called? Like our area code? Yeah, our area code, which, Nikita, are you from 703? All right, I'm gonna be using my other hand because we're going into a totally different part of the palette now. So this is more of like a really beautiful gold. Oh my god, I could so use that as like a highlight. Like how gorgeous is that, you guys? Oh my god. And again, the formula is beautiful, very blendable, very buttery. I mean, all the things that you expect when you're dealing with a Morphe palette. The next shade I have is Papi Chulo, which looks so beautiful. You guys already know I always swatch the shimmers first, even though I know like matte shades are way more harder to formulate. But this is the shade Papi Chulo, which these two shades next to each other is like it right there. Like I'm loving that. I'm so here for that. So the next shade I want to swatch is Escort, which is this super gold, really, really beautiful shade. Like, oh my god, I'm here for it. And so pretty. Like a true, true gold that again, like these three shades together, that'd be such a beautiful look. Like, all right, now to get into the pops of color, I want to go into this neon green. It is calling my name as well. She Go, I think is what it's called. She Go. Oh man. And it is, you guys, no joke, this is one swatch. Like I didn't go back in there for another little swirl. Like that is one swatch on my hand. Like, okay, I already know what I'm doing. Like that color in Matrix, like, hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so into it. I'm so here for this palette. So the next color, ooh, Peacock. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see this because Peacock is this really, oh my god, with this gold shade too. Like, oh, how beautiful Peacock is this one right here. In case you guys couldn't tell, it's like this really beautiful like emerald green, but like with this gold shade. Oh, and if we mixed it with Papu Chulo, oh my god, so cute, so pretty, so me. Like, oh my god, I've been so into like emerald greens. Like, look at that. Look at that shade, you guys. Like, it is pigmented, like if I can get my face out of it, but like look at how beautiful that shade is. Like, so emerald. Like, I need to find better words. I really need to read like a dictionary or something so I can get more like words in my vocabulary. But you know, what's next? Okay, Nikita. Obviously I have to swatch this for you guys. This is like the hot pink shade. Oh my god, you guys, like these neon shades are so it. Like, I cannot. This was, again, one swatch. I am so here for it. I'm not going to sit here and swatch the whole thing, but I'm sure you guys can tell by now that this palette is absolutely gorgeous, very colorful, but also has some neutrals, some beautiful, like, neutral subdued shades as well for those of you that aren't so into the color factor. But yeah, this palette is very universal. I could see it used on so many different skin tones and so many different eye colors. So I am so beyond excited to play with this palette, you guys. It's so cute, and just the packaging, like, oh, I'm so here for it. I'm gonna make so many cute looks with that. I'm excited. Okay, so that is it for everything that I got from Morphe. So now on to Drybar, and I only got a couple of things from Drybar because I just went there this morning to get my hair blown out, and as you guys can tell, they did a really good job. I'm honestly so shook. I mean, you guys can't really tell because my hair or my shirt is black, but I have curls in here, and she did it with a flat iron. So these are like flat iron curls, and they look so good. You guys, my hair doesn't hold curls for shit, like at all. So I'm honestly really impressed by the way she did my hair. If you guys haven't tried a Drybar, seriously, next time you want to blow out, try them because they are so good. Their products are really good. I literally can't ever walk out of there without buying something. So today was no exception. So that being said, I just want to talk about a couple of goodies that I got today. I didn't get that too, like I got like 3 products, so it's not anything crazy. We're almost done, don't you worry. But the first thing that I want to talk about is the Mudslide Nourishing Hair Mask. The lady that was doing my hair, she's like, oh my gosh, your hair is, you know, you got a lot of breakage, and just telling me all these things that I already knew about my hair, how it's not healthy. So she's telling me how like really good this mask is. So I went ahead and picked it up. I think it was like what, like $35. Just to read the back, it says deeply nourishing formula restores and revitalizes overworked hair, improving resilience, leaving each strand stronger and preventing future damage. So just to read the instructions, after shampooing, apply a generous dollop to wet hair from roots to ends. Leave in 5 to 10 minutes. Rinse well 1 to 2 times per week. So she told me anytime I go and get my hair blown out at the Drybar, I can bring this with me and they can apply it for free. If I were to do it there, it's like, I think it's like $10. I think it's like an additional $10, but I went ahead and bought it because she was like raving about it. And you know, like I said, this is the year of like hair products and hair care for me. So she just like said a couple words and I was like, okay, I'm sold. I like literally looked it up online and like I read all the like the reviews, and everyone said they really liked it. So I had to get it. Cannot even begin with their scents. Drybar products have the best scented things. Like, okay, this one doesn't quite have a smell because it's a mask, which is understandable, but their like styling products smell out of this world amazing. So I haven't used this before, but I'm excited. She didn't even put it in my hair today, but she was telling me like from the looks of my hair and how damaged it looked, she's like, this would actually be really helpful for you. So of course, like, she sold me. I got it. Whatever. I'll let you guys know what I think of it because I will definitely be using it next time I shower, and I only wash my hair once a week, so she told me to use it every time I wash my hair. The next thing that I picked up is the 100 proof treatment oil. You guys know I love my Way like cuticle or hair finishing oil, whatever it's called, but I'm running out on that, and I'm on my 3rd bottle. So I was like, you know what, it's time to try other products. I know I'm like so committed to that oil, but she used this on my hair today and it's really nice. I don't like heavy oils, and this is very lightweight. I'm actually going to put a little bit in my ends right now. and I want to just show you guys. It's very, very lightweight. Like, I can rub it in, and it's not like, you know, like it's not too much. So I just run a little bit on my ends just to make it look shiny, hydrated, and it smells so good. If you guys have ever used Drybar products, you know that their products are like one of my favorite smelling anything for that matter. So I'm just gonna run this through my hair, focusing it on the ends of my hair, not so much the root. But yeah, oh my gosh, that just smells so good. It literally smells like the Drybar. So as you can see, I feel like it just like revitalized my hair. So I'm really, really excited to play with this guy a little bit more, considering, you know, my oil that I have now is literally like this much left in the bottle. I have to like rotate the oil around so that I can get like a pump out of it. So it was definitely time for me to pick up a new one. And just to read the bottle of this one, it says it replenishes, smooths, and adds shine to all hair types, helps control frizz and flyaways. So that's exactly what I look for in a hair oil, and it's totally a plus that it just smells amazing. It's very, very lightweight. Like, it doesn't feel heavy. It's not gonna weigh your hair down. So I really, really like that, and I'll let you guys know as well what I think about this guy. But I mean, I've already kind of gotten a conclusion, and I think I really, really love it so far. We'll see if it like makes my hair oily like as the days go by, because I apply this, or at least apply my Way hair oil every single day. Like, after I style it, I always apply it to my roots, or excuse me, to my ends. So I'll do that with this, and we'll see what I think. So I'll let you guys know of that. The final thing that I got is just a little Detox Dry Shampoo. I got the travel size just because this is my favorite, or at least my favorite high-end dry shampoo, and I always take this with me whenever I travel. And you guys know, no secret, I love to travel. So just picked this guy up. I already know I love this. If you guys haven't tried their shampoo, or excuse me, their dry shampoo, I really, really recommend it. It's so amazing. It gets all the oil out of my hair, and then it smells amazing, and it lingers. So like, if your hair is dirty and you haven't washed in a week, you spray this into your root, and it really just like smoke and mirrors. It makes it seem like you just washed your hair, when in actuality you didn't. All right, you guys, so that all being said, we are done with this collective haul. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the things that I talked about. I know some of the things that I got from Sephora weren't for me, but that was just because I'm building, you know, my makeup kit, my freelance kit, and stuff like that. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm excited to play with all these goodies. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, because I will give you guys updates on my Instagram as far as what I think about all these products. So make sure you follow me on my personal page and on my makeup page, because baby, we are growing. Okay. But anyways, I recently just got to 2,000 subscribers, so I just want to say thank you guys so much. It's because of you guys that we have gotten to this goal, so I just want to say thank you. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, give it a thumbs up if you did. That helps me out a ton. You have no idea. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.